Hello.
Good evening, welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name is Barry.
And I'm Jay.
Together with Mitosu Crafts.
Welcome to our channel and Fun Fold Friday. It is the 6th.
There we go. Sorry.
Okay. It is the 6th of December 2024, and today I'll be creating an extended gatefold. So it's last week's design, but with the extended wings. So if you are watching the replay, do fast forward to the demonstration if you prefer, as we'll say hello to those of you who joined us live. Thank you so much. So we have Jackie Elliott, Amanda, hello, Nancy Amato, Be More Stamper, Pauline, good evening, Quinn, Mary Lou, Darla, Lois, Judy French, hello, Sandra, Janice Adams, and Elizabeth Folcomer.
Excellent.
Thank you so much. And if you're watching on Facebook as well, thank you and hello.
Yes, lovely. So I think we'll just crack on with it this evening. So you are using the Regal
Winter Suite.
and it is on the last chance product. As far as we know, it is still available. I haven't actually checked it before we've gone live. So if it is something you like, then I would say grab it sooner rather than later, because once it's gone, it is gone. So I just go hands down and let Jay crack on with tonight's demonstration, which, as he said, was the extended version of last week's Fun Fold. So if you like last week's Fun Fold, this is now just going to be the same fold, but with some extras onto it. Wings, as he called it.
Wings. Wings. So this is the DSP that I'll be using from the Regal Winter. Of course, you can use whatever DSP you have. Just find a coordinating cardstock or monochromatic cardstock that goes with it. Regal Flora bundle, which is the stamp set and the dies, and for decoration I'm also using the Wanted to Say dies, just because this is great. It's got the happy birthday, feel better soon, you're too kind, and celebrate. So happy birthday and celebrate is a great dies to have. So it's got the word and then the mat for the word, and you can actually use I forgot about these, I could have used them, the stars, flowers, gifts, bows, ribbons, whatever is in there. Stems. Hi Maureen, hello Tina. Right, so I'll actually be using Moody Mauve cardstock and Blackberry Bliss. So the colors that comes on here is it's got Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Cherry Cobbler, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock, Shaded Spruce, and Wild Wheat. So I did do my first template in Wild Wheat, but I opted for Moody Mauve because of the Blackberry Bliss and the Berry Burst in here, and on the color wheel it's kind of like in between each other or in between them. So this is, I'll be doing it in Imperial, but I have got measurements for both metric and Imperial as well. Let's just get my notes and some lights, please. So this one is 8.5 by 5.5 inches, or that is 21 centimeters by 14 centimeters. And then two of these, which is 4 by 5.5, or that is 10 by 14 centimeters. I had another piece. This one should be 4 by 2, 4 inches by 2, or that is 10 centimeters by 5 centimeters. And then the Blackberry Bliss is where's my notes? 3 1/4 by 4 3/4 of an inch, or that is Yeah, 8 centimeters by 12 centimeters. So it's slightly, there's a slight difference in there. Okay, so I'll quickly do the scoring, and the DSP I'll go in and share that later. So for this one, the main base, we're gonna score at 1/4 of an inch or 5 millimeters. So it's a tiny tab, and then might as well do that on both. So again, a quarter of an inch or 5 millimeters, and then 2 1/4 or 5.5 centimeters, and then do that on both. So 2 1/4 or 5.5. And just to double check, I should have 4 inches or 10 centimeters in the middle. Once you have that on, align that at 4 1/4 and mark the top and the bottom. Or that is 10.5 centimeters, and then mark in the middle, top and bottom. Line it up on the right hand side at 1 inch or 2.5, and then on the second score line and the third score line, mark it on the guard. So you have the mark on there and the mark on there, and you'll do the same for the other end. So again, line up at 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters, and then just mark on there. The wings. Hi Margaret, hello Lois. We also have Gian or Jean, Lavinia and Jilly Bling, hello. This 2 pieces, you're gonna do the same. So 1 and 2 inches or 2.5 and then 5 centimeters. So you can do 1 on here, and then flip it, and then 2, and then do the same for the next one. If you prefer to not flip it, you can do the left hand side. One and then 2 inches or 2.5 and 5 centimeters. So that's that. Leave that there. For the Blackberry Bliss, it just needs marking at halfway point, and then the halfway point of that. So that is, so that one was 3 1/4. Halfway point is 1/5 of an inch. Mark the top and the bottom. I've already marked it. And then half of that is 13/16 of an inch. So it's 3 notches away from the 1 inch. So 1, 2, 3. So it's that one. You can't even see. So 3 away from 1, 1, 2, 3. And I'll do the metric in a sec. The metric is easier because it's full numbers. So do the same for the bottom as well. So from 1 inch, count down 1, 2, and then 3, which is 13/16 of an inch. Mark on there. For the metric, is this the correct one? Yeah. So it is 8 by 12, wasn't it? So 8 by 12, you'll do that at half of that would be 4. So line that up at 4, mark the top, turn it over, and then line it up at 2.5 onto, no, 4 and then 2 even, sorry. Is it 2? Yeah, 2. So half of 4 is 2, so line that up at 2 centimeters and then mark the top and bottom. So basically that's what we're gonna do for this one. You can also have another basic white piece that's the same measurements, and we'll cut that off in a sec. Hi, mini. And then the last one, which is the 4 by 2 or 10 by 5 centimeters, we're gonna score that at half an inch, 1 and 1.5 on both sides, or that is, I said 10, didn't I? 1, 2, 3. Bear with. Okay. 1, 2, 3 would be enough on both sides. It might just be slightly, it's not as tall, and you'll have a wider middle. So do that on both. So half an inch, 1 inch, and then 1.5. I think the 1.5 is right there, but shall I? It's right in the corner. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 score lines. So again, for the metric, if it's 10 by 5, 1, 2, 3 on both sides, should be enough. Or you can even take it down to like 9 by 2.5, and that will still be loads. Hi Raylene, hi Kat, and Deborah, hello, hello. So I believe that is it. So we're gonna do our scoring and cut this as well. Actually, this one will cut first because the paper trimmer is helpful. So we're gonna cut the hexagon. Line up your marks, get set, and then cut. And then do it for all 4 sides. So that one. Hi Lani. Where's the sound, Barry? Sound effects. There you go. So that's that one. And then for going back to the main, we're gonna add our W. I guess that's a W, yeah, or an M. Score lines. So I'm just gonna press down. I just find that if I press down, I've got kind of like a mark already that I can feel. I don't know if you're the same. So from the mark to the top, and then that way, and then that way, and then that way. I'll just do it. There. 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 And then there. And then do the other way. So what DSP have you got the most of? You can just do loads of these. It does, even though with the cardstock, it does use about nearly half of a 12 by 12 with a bit of excess. But it's a bit more sturdier than just the DSP. So hopefully you can see that. And then to do your bands, just fold the second and the third, and then wiggle your diagonals. There you go. Then wiggle it just a little bit. There you go. So we'll just do our folding. So for the wings or the tabs even, fold it away from you. And then for this one, we're actually gonna do it, if you do it, have the card facing you like that, and if you press in, it should hopefully just get that down nice and easy, and you can burnish that fold and then do the same for the other one. So fold it in and then down. Now for these wings, you can just taper it off. If you want to be quite neat, then you can use the edge and then cut that off that way if you want to use that as a guide, but it doesn't really matter too much. Seeing as I'm here, might as well. Where are you? There. So that's the base of that. For this so this is gonna be our stand or pop out element. So we're gonna have mountain, valley, mountain, mountain, valley, mountain. If it does catch or kind of like hit each other, just cut off a sliver on one side, so long as the two inner indentation, I guess, doesn't hit each other either. So you can just burnish those folds again. If you want. And that just gets added on. So I guess you can mark the center if you really want to be central. Just as a guide. So what, can I add this on now? You can add that on. I'll add it on later. And then the wings, so we scored it the same, but you're just gonna flip it that way, and we're gonna have Mountain Valley like that, and burnish those folds. Cool. So at this point you can do your DSP before you add it on, or you can add on the tabs and then add your DSP. But there is I want to show you a technique or a tip with getting this thing like an odd, it's an odd size. It's an odd angle. So DSP, let's get our DSPs out. So basically each panel, you just need a DSP that will cover it, which is a 1/4 of an inch less than the actual panel, or 5mm less than the actual panel. So whatever that panel is, just kind of like get that DSP. So all of that is 5.5 or 14 centimeters. So I need a height of 13.5 centimeters, or that is 5.25. So the 5.25 is slightly smaller than the 13.5 centimeters, but so the metric will have a really tiny border of the cardstock. And because we're gonna have the wings, so if you want your DSP to flow, you'll need to cut this side, one side from one end, and then this on the other end, if that makes sense. So we'll need 3/4 of an inch by 5.25, or that is 2 centimeters by 13.5. So we need 2 of those, and then we'll need 2 of the next one, which is 1 3/4 by 5.25, or that is 4.5 by 13.5, and then you flip it the other way, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. So if I'm gonna go left side, so this side, so I'll need 3/4 of an inch. So if that's only if you want it to flow, but if you're not too fast, if you're doing different DSP for each panel, then that's fine. So 3/4 or 2 centimeters. Done. And then 1 3/4 or 4.5 centimeters. And you'll need 2 of those. Just make sure. So I know that's there. So I need, for this one, I'll go 1 3/4 or 4.5, 2 of those, and then 3/4 of an inch, 2 of those as well. Right, so those get added on each panel. I'll just lay it down so I remember. And for these two, because it's gonna be in that funky panel, you could create a template even. I'll just get myself, just in case you can't see on your DSP, but if I do the same for this one so you can see. And once you've done one, you can actually use the template for both DSP. So what was that? 5 and So that's the same size. Okay, put that aside. And it's the same size as the other panel as well. But the way that I've done it is, if you line up, it's probably harder to see that I've used the same card. If you line it up along the bottom, but line it up centrally in the panel, just mark off where the score lines are on the left and then the right, and then do the same on the top. So line it up so it's centrally inside that panel, but butt up against the top. You can see your score lines, hopefully. I can't see mine. There we go. And then you're just gonna cut that, and you'll have a template. So I'll just cut. Oh, I can feel it moving. There you go. I have got one. But that's pretty much what you would do. If you don't want to create a template, just make sure that your mark you can see easily. And if you do have a template, so that was the left panel, and then that's the right panel. I can actually get rid of this now. So that's the left and the right. So this one we need that way. I would say butt up one end, and just double check that the distance of the DSP, it's kind of like is equal top and bottom, or it's basically it's central, the top and the bottom. And where's my tape? If you just tape a low tack tape and then just cut that off. That should fit in. And then check that this one, so it's that way. So if you do it the back side, it should still be okay. Again, centrally. Just tape up. And then cut. That's excess. Lani says, my problem is when I make one of your beautiful fun folds, I don't want to let them go. I need to make 2 at a time. So you could always make kind of like a template or like a run through. So now that we have that, I have gone ahead and actually done all of these. So I used, what did I use? I'll just put that aside because I'll make them up because I have stuck them all down already. So I've used Tombow for the tabs. I did say to Barry, shall I cut another DSP? I was like, I'm actually not gonna stick it because I've stuck it down already. So the score lines is there. So just make sure that you can see the score line. You don't want to go over the score line, or you can probably go over it slightly, but there we go. And then this one, so again, if you didn't see last week's video, this was inspired by Stampin' Up's card that they shared last month to give to one of the $1 million sales achievers as a congratulation or celebration card. So when it closed, again, I'm not gonna do a belly band. You can do a belly band, or just normally a suite there's a ribbon. This one does come with a ribbon, so you can just use the ribbon to create a belly band. Now for this thing, add more glue. And I guess where we lined up earlier, halfway point, press and hold. So you can like have a table or a jumping frog. And then this, add glue there, and then stick that down. And when it opens, it's kind of like, I think I just need to make sure my fold are scored properly. Now I won't stick that down because I want to decorate that. But as again, you can just stick your DSPs down. And in Stampin' Up's card, they actually added another DSP on this panel where the joint is. I'm not going to do that, but feel free to decorate as much as you want. And as I said earlier, with the basic white, you can have it on this side, so the same size, so you can write your message. Right, that is now done. Right, for decoration, where's my paper? Oh no, something fell. Okay, here we go. So I'm using Regal Flora because in the UK demonstrator, there's a Christmas party tomorrow, and we're using Regal Flora suite. So I thought, oh, I'll do some of that. With special guest. It's not secret anymore. I recorded a video for it. So I thought it's a casual card that I done. So I thought, oh, I'll do a really fun fold one tonight. Why not? So for this one, I stamped this in shaded spruce. I did this 4 times. I've already done 3. So that one was shaded spruce. I've done this flower in berry burst. So that one, again, I did that 4 times. And I've die cut them, so I do need to die cut this last one. And then finally, this one in granny apple green, which is, I put it in the wrong place. There we go. Granny apple green, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So for this last one, I'm gonna use lemon lime twist, and I'm just gonna color that in with a water painter that is think this one is. Oh no, that's the pink one. I tried something else and I was like, oh no, I don't like it. Okay, this one should be the correct one. And this is an old one. I think I blocked it. Just add a bit of water. Can I do it that way? So this water painter is it feels odd, but you have to go to the left to tighten it. But I think it's normally righty tighty, lefty loosey. But if you have the nib, if you go, that feels right. But it's the other way around. There you go. So I'm just gonna add that on and just add. So that one again was lemon lime twist. Just wipe that off. And then I did happy birthday in flying cards and dice. OMG. So I did happy birthday, the matte in Pretty Peacock. I'm just waiting for this to dry. Pretty Peacock, and then the outline in gold foil. Now I forgot adhesive sheet, so I will need to stick that down. I also had like thin strips of gold foil, so I die cut the texture or whatever that is from Regal Flora. 2 of them, but because I had like a small strip, I've kind of like just die cut half of it, and then half of it, and then half of it, and then half of it. But if you have like a full sheet of gold foil, you can just do 2 and then cut it in half. But I've done that in those. No, you don't go there. Alright, I'm just gonna put away some stuff. So what else is everyone saying? What is that? Is that Minnie? Have you fed them?
Yeah.
That is really loud for Minnie. Oh, she's still eating. Right, okay. I'll put those aside. I'm just gonna die cut that. Right, that one, and so bring in the machine. Why not? I do love a floating panel as well, Tanji. I think I do it. I do it on most of the gate folds that I've done. Hi, Nikki. Yes, Judy. So Judy said, "Wow, Jay, you had to do a lot of figuring for this fun fold." Yeah, I did the metric one last week, and then I did the imperial one this week. But when I was trying to figure out the funky panel layer, I was drawing on the template, and I was like, what is that measurement? And I was just like, that's just odd measurement. So I found a way that works, which is great. So again, I had 4 of these. There we go. Now I have 4 of these. Ooh, that's a bit more. brighter, but never mind. And then 4 of these. So I'm just gonna make up my topper. I'll just stick this down. That's the 4th one. Again, adhesive sheets, adhesive sheets. I still forget. It doesn't take long to do. Probably our silicone foil is like really messy, but at least you can see, right? Or the fine tip glue pen. The fine tip is a bit more runny than the Tombow, so you don't need to squeeze as much. I guess it depends on how full your bottle is for the Tombow. And what's great about this one is the tittle is intact. There we go. It's the dot on top of the eye, just in case you were wondering. I wasn't being rude. Cool. So, right. What am I doing? So what's gonna do that one? Ooh, so for this topper, we had an offcut of this. Now I know that it won't flow, but I'm just gonna add that on in the middle. I'm sure the recipient won't look at the flow of the DSP, but it's right in the center anyway, and it'll have stuff on it. So I'm just gonna use that, or I guess I can do that, but because now I've got Pretty Peacock one there, I don't want to do that. So choose wisely. Clearly I didn't look at the back of the DSP. Anyway, that's gonna go there. But before we do that, I'm gonna add my top and bottom on here, and then this is gonna go there. So I'm just gonna build up the topper, or for ease, if you have big numbers as well, that would work well. So you kind of like want it near the edge but not overhanging. I'm just gonna do the top and bottom. Same, yeah, it'll do, and then insert that in. And because you don't really want it heighty, so that's gonna go there, and then that's gonna go there. And then I just need a strip. I probably won't even need the whatchamacallit, the DSP. Ooh, completely missed that. Don't want sticky fingers. Do I need a DSP? Maybe a thinner one. Let's add this on. Actually, that looks alright. I'm gonna leave it DSP less. Stick it, stick it, stick it. Right, and then so this, I've stuck it all down. I did stick this down and then was like, oh no, the topper. So you can have another one to strengthen it, but I think one is enough. So I'm just gonna stick that down, or stick it on the, just on that one. So that hopefully should be the same, he says. Ish. It's like different. I think it's when you do your diagonal line, sometimes there is gonna be difference in there. So that's gonna go like that. So for the rest, I just wanna add some on this side. So again, just gonna mirror it. I'll do one. So if that's central, if I do the is that pretty much center-ish? Then stick that down. And then we can just do it. Are you the same? That one and this one. Okay. Ooh. Go in. That one. I keep double checking if it's the same. Right, turn it over. Hopefully it hasn't dried. Here we go. And then the next one, again, just in the middle. Am I in the middle? I'm not even in the middle. There? Yeah. Why not? Underneath. Over. So I'm just adding the glue like right at the bottom, the lowest point, I guess. And then so I can insert. Ooh, that one's not in the middle. I think it's slightly lower, but hey ho, that it'll be fine. I'm sure they won't take a ruler to it. And final one is there. You can add more bling if you want, but that is my extended gatefold with a pop-up. I really like it. So again, just if you really want to use up all of your DSP, you can do it for these ones as well, the pack. So, but it won't be on display, so that's why I'm just gonna do this one, and I might give this to someone special that I haven't sent the card yet. I was like, oh, I need to send a card. There we go. What do you think? Will you be making one, and what are you gonna use? What DSP or bundle? And just as a reminder, if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, Netherlands, Belgium, or Ireland, you can purchase current Stampin' Up! Products from an online shop. Just go to mitosocrafts.com/shop. Amazing.
Well done. I have no seat.
And the Peaceful Season has got a Christmas on it, so you can just do Happy Christmas, and then at least that's the bulk of it done. I did think of using pre-colored pieces like they did, Stampin' Up did, but we had the SP of this. So this is last Sunday's, Fridays, with the DSP with a cut out in the middle. So that's a full one. It's still sturdy enough to stand up on its own.
Yeah,
so if you haven't seen that, do check that out. I did do the demonstration in a cardstock, just so you can see the measurements and the markings as well.
Yeah. So that's
So
great.
yeah, so you can see the difference in size.
Lovely. Well done, Jay. Beautiful. Both two very beautiful. This is absolutely stunning as well. Really, really nice. Love it. So
Thank
well
you.
done. Excellent. So who's the special person that's going to get it?
My niece.
Lovely.
Whose birthday's today? Happy birthday!
Oopsie. So that goes in the post tomorrow then, does it?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so well done, Jay. Great card for done. Yeah, excellent. Love it.
Amazing.
Really good. So let's come over to our ugly mugs. There we have it. So thank you so much for joining us for tonight's Fun Fold Friday. Hope you've enjoyed what Jay has created for you. But in the meantime, we will say goodnight for now. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you again on Sunday. Same time, same place. There's something else happening on Sunday, isn't there?
Is there?
Haven't you got some kind of special,
Yes.
colouring class?
I'm doing a coloring. I was like, is there? I'm doing a coloring a coloring session with the Nature's Paintings kit, which is this one. New this month or last month from Stampin' Up. There's 12 designs on there. Now, if you know me and my coloring, I take my
That'll
time.
take around about 2 weeks.
So we're only doing some of them, and I'll give you hints and tips, and obviously demonstrate different ways that you can color them. But I will be using the coloring pencil that comes with it, and I kept it with just the coloring pencil that does come with the kit. So if you are interested, do book in. If you're out of our shopping markets, email us or message us on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link. But if you are in Europe, you'll need to order the kit from us, and I'll send you the links for that.
Yeah, it's part of included in the purchase.
Yes.
So lovely. Let's say goodnight. We're done.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
So, thank you so much for joining us again, and we will see you on Sunday evening, same time, same place.
Yes.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everyone. See you soon.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.